Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be doing an unboxing of the February 2022 Your Creative Studio subscription box, and we'll actually do a quick project at the end of the video. And if that is of interest to you, please stay tuned. Okay, so this is my February 2022 box. This should be the last subscription box that I get. You can do a 4-month subscription. This is marked as the April box right there. And they've been having some issues, and so it doesn't matter how they've marked it. I was just more concerned that I would get a box. Again, the subject matter with subscriptions, you just kind of get what you get. And so I'm going to take it out because it does have my address on the other side, and let's take a look at this. Okay, it seems to be another garden or floral theme, the one we got last month. The January box that I think was supposed to be the March box. Again, it's really confusing, but it doesn't matter. Was also sort of wildflowers, but let's take a look what's in here. Okay, so there is a stamp and another stamp, and it says wood stamp, so it's quite substantial. We do have some washi. As of right now, I'm not getting any kind of scent, but we'll open some things and we'll see if that changes. We've got some of these stamp stickers. That's really pretty. We've got some clear stamps and a garden set. Oh, and I like the little envelope that it comes in, although the glare must be crazy. And I actually have something very similar to this. So on Amazon, if I can find it, I'll link it below. But I was able to get like 6 or 8 of these little curated packs, and they've got ephemera, they've got sticker, and they've got some other things to it. And so it looks like something very similar to that, where there might be ephemera, there might be stickers, and it's just curated to match with the set here. I've got a sticker sheet right here, so it's plastic and it's in plastic. This is one of those, it's not paper, it's plasticky, but it's also a bit transparent. But I'm loving the gnomes on here. That's just really cute. It comes with this sticky notes. I'll take this out in a bit. It comes with this. I don't know if these are stickers or ephemera, so we'll figure that out in just a second. This here again, it says paper ephemera, so I don't think these are stickers. And then this might be vellum or tissue. So let me take out some of the packaging and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the elements. This right here is absolutely tissue paper. So I only took one out because this is going to be a beast to put back in, but it's very pretty. It doesn't feel like it's one of those things you have to ply apart. In fact, it feels a little waxy, so I've never decoupaged. I don't know how that would work. I mean, you'd put the decoupage medium underneath and on top, but yeah, this feels more papery and this feels more smooth, but I'm pretty sure that's how you would use something like this, unless you're making tiny, tiny little gifts and you use that as part of the packaging, but that would have to be a tiny, tiny little gift. Paper ephemera here absolutely is just that. These are not stickers and they're actually very thick, but they are in a sort of neutral colorway. There are some purples and some pinks in here, but the thickness probably would give me a little pause in putting it in some of my journalings, especially my work one, because I do want to try to manage the thickness, but they are nice. And I think they would be nice in a junk journal or like a scrapbook page, but yeah, I'll have to figure out how I'm going to use these. Now, some of them are actually of a sufficient size that I could use this as a bookmark. I have this real bad tendency of either losing my bookmarks or keeping them in the books that I've just read, and then I'm too lazy to go and find where I tuck the book when I'm done with it. So let me leave a couple of those out, and I'll actually keep them around here so I don't have to look for a bookmark. This was in that paper ephemera, the other paper ephemera, and these are just random sheets of paper that kind of coordinate. And so there's multiples of each. And this kind of colorway, which might be surprising to you if you've seen my coloring pages, I do actually prefer. So in my journal for work, this is probably the style that I like the best. I don't always use it, but it is the colorway and the style that I prefer. And then there's actually some similar images, but in vellum. This would make some interesting tip-ins, especially if you're using something small like an A6, because this might actually cover the entire page. And then I want to show you the sticky notes. So the two stamps are wooden, and then it's that same blocking that I've gotten in the other ones, but I do like the image. It looks like an urn with some flowers. I'll have to see, because if you look at the actual stamp, I don't know how clear some of these elements are going to be, because if you use a waterproof ink, then you should be able to color on top of it. But again, I don't know how close this is to this. And then the other one is this, which, well, no, it's not that right there, but it's a wheelbarrow. There's two wheels, a cart, and then there's flowers. This one seems like there's a little bit more definition in the actual pad. Okay, I'm curious. No, I don't have the greatest of stamping ability, so this might be a train wreck anyway. But I think there's ink on everything. I know I could do it the other way, but my fingers are more likely to get dirty that way, and it's really just a tester. And then put pressure over it. You don't necessarily want to rock it because you could move the image slightly. And oh, okay, that's nice. So let's see how this one comes out. I'm not going to do those little ones because I don't want to, but I am curious on how these will stamp out. So put this down, again, press, but don't rock it. And let's see how clear this image is. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, that's actually not that bad. I will need to clean these off, but yeah, I'm very happy with that one. That one is something I can actually see myself using. Okay, and then for the sticky notes, oh, all right, so they stick at the top there. Yeah, these would remain fairly sticky, and actually we're going to use this to create a bookmark. So we're going to use two of these. I'm not creating bookmarks to sell. I don't need this to withstand the test of time. More than likely, I'm going to lose it. So I don't want to put too much effort into it, but it doesn't mean I also want it to look ugly. And it is, I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly, but the die shape is exactly the same all the way around. So however I put this, it shouldn't matter, right? Well, let's just put it away that it looks cute. And just line up the bottom. It doesn't line up perfectly, but that could be more user error than this being perfectly symmetrical on all sides. But as you can see, I've got that there. And let's try to be clever. Let's see if there's any ink left on this. We're just going for it. I don't know what we'll get, but we're just going for something. Oh, there isn't. That was a horrible fail. Okay, let's try this one. That's good. I don't have to clean the stamp. Yeah, nothing. All right, well, let's use some other elements. Let's put a stamp. And these are stickers. They are fairly thick and they've got a kind of a plasticky covering to them. So, and I mentioned those things because in the event you want to do some writing or something on top of it, you'd need to use like a Sharpie because nothing else would write on top of that. Now that doesn't have a lot of distinction. There's actually some others in there that would work better, like this. Because there is more of a distinction between it, but that actually doesn't matter because it just really depends on the kind of effect that you're going for. Now, I'm not going for any particular effect. I'm just trying to make something quickly that also is kind of cute. So you can kind of layer like that, and that is really interesting because this is paper. You could actually write on this. Bookmark, and I think there might be some adhesive because it keeps sticking to something, or maybe it's that little piece right there. But then like for this one, because there isn't that much of a color contrast, if you wanted to, you could just kind of follow the shape. And because what I'm writing on is paper, you'll be able to use any kind of pen. This is an Energel liquid gel ink from Pentel, a needle tip. I do prefer a very fine line. Yeah, I might need to cut that little piece off. So you see that instantly pops up because now we've kind of framed it out. And then you could always add a little dude by way of a gnome. Because it's transparent, it kind of goes in the background. You can also see the line, but again, we're just making something quick that I'm probably gonna lose anyway. But that was this month's subscription box. It's actually kind of cute, not gonna lie. I wouldn't do this much layering if I were going to put this in a journal because I would just do one side because you're never gonna see the back side. But as I'm going to be tucking this into a book, and I mean, again, it doesn't really matter. I just need to mark my place. But I thought, let's just do a quick little project just because I needed one anyway. All right, well, I'm going to clean my desk now, but that's it for me for now. And as always, aloha.